All right, so we're diving deep today and getting right to the heart of the matter.
Literally.
Heart attacks.
Yep, heart attack symptoms. We wanted to take what we learned from some of the latest medical research and, well, break it down.
Absolutely, because knowing the signs can be life-saving.
And not just for yourself, right? I mean, think
Yeah.
about it. We want to be able to recognize these symptoms in, well, anyone, right? Like friends, family.
Coworkers, people you see out in public, anyone really.
Exactly. So let's start with I guess the classic symptom, the one everyone thinks of first.
Chest pain.
Yeah, chest pain. But our sources suggest it's not always the kind of pain you might expect, is it?
No, not necessarily. You always hear about this sharp stabbing pain, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, it's often more of a pressure, a tightness.
Like an elephant sitting on your chest.
Well, not quite that dramatic, but
Yeah.
you get the idea.
Okay, so pressure, tightness, what else?
Some people describe it as a squeezing sensation or a feeling of fullness in the chest. And this is where it gets, well, tricky, I guess, because we're talking about the chest. But the discomfort doesn't always stay neatly in that one spot, does it?
Right, it can radiate.
Radiate.
Yeah, like spread out to other areas.
So where does it go?
Well, it can move to the arms, especially the left arm, the back, the neck.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of places.
Yeah, it can even radiate to the jaw or even the stomach.
The stomach. That's what I mean about trick. You might not even think heart attack right away with some of those symptoms.
That's because of the way the nerves are connected. The nerve pathways from the heart and these other areas are kind of intertwined, so your brain can have trouble pinpointing the source of the pain.
So it's not always a clear cut, oh, my chest hurts, it must be my heart kind of thing.
Exactly. And that's why it's so important to be aware of the other symptoms that can occur.
Okay, so besides the chest discomfort, what else are we looking for? I mean, this is where it gets, I think, really important for folks to pay attention because this is stuff that might not immediately scream heart attack.
Right, we're talking about shortness of breath.
Okay, shortness of breath, so like feeling winded.
Yeah, but it can happen even without exertion. So you're not necessarily running a marathon and suddenly can't breathe.
Got it.
You could be just sitting there and feel like you can't get a full breath.
That's scary.
And then there are cold sweats,
Ugh, cold sweats, that's never fun.
nausea or vomiting.
Again, not something you'd necessarily think, oh, this is my heart.
Right, it could easily be mistaken for something else.
Like a stomach bug or something, right?
Exactly. And then you have dizziness, lightheadedness, and just this overwhelming fatigue.
So I guess what you're saying is all these things, they're not as obvious as chest pain, but they can be just as dangerous.
Absolutely. And actually, our sources point out that women in particular often experience what they call atypical heart attack symptoms,
Mhm.
meaning they might not have the classic chest pain at all. Instead, they might experience more of these less specific symptoms like nausea or indigestion or fatigue.
See, that's what's so concerning. You might just brush it off as, I don't know, a bad day or something.
Exactly. And that delay in seeking help can be critical.
So historically, has medical research just kind of overlooked these variations?
Well, yeah, a lot of the early research really focused on men's experiences.
Hmm.
So now there's a big push to make sure we're recognizing these differences and understanding how symptoms can vary.
Which makes sense because, a heart attack is a heart attack, regardless of whether you're a man or a woman.
Exactly.
So the bottom line is, if you or someone around you is experiencing any other of these symptoms, especially in combination,
Don't wait. Call emergency services immediately.
seriously, don't mess around with this.
Time is absolutely crucial when it comes to heart attacks. The faster you get help, the better the outcome.
So don't try to be a hero. Don't try to tough it out. Just call for help.
And don't second guess yourself. It's always better to err on the side of caution.
So as we wrap up here, think about the people you see every day, your family, your friends, your coworkers.
Imagine them experiencing any of these things. Would you recognize it?
Would you know to do? Because knowing this information, it could actually save a life.
It really could. So stay informed, stay vigilant.
And, well, stay healthy out there, everybody. We'll see you next time for another deep dive.